So I've talked previously about how Kingdom Hearts was such an influential game on me when I was growing up. There was really nothing like it. One that blended the over-the-top characters of Final Fantasy with the very well-known characters of Disney. And when the first Kingdom Hearts came out, it was an instant hit. And of course, with any great game, there's going to be a sequel. And there was. Kingdom Hearts 2. And it was really good. And then they made another sequel, and then another one, and another one. And even now they continue to re-release all of these Kingdom Hearts games that have been out for 10 plus years. And I could kind of understand why people are getting skeptical about Kingdom Hearts 3. Though we have officially seen gameplay footage now. Now we just needed to come out and play it. Because I've been waiting a very, very long time for this game. Now that was a very, very brief summary of the Kingdom Hearts timeline. There's more games in the series that I don't actually own. And there's a bunch of intricate story details. But I'm not talking about that today. What I'm talking about is a Kingdom Hearts game that's a sequel, but I would actually consider it to be a hidden gem. Another one for the good old Game Boy Advance, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Now, there's actually two releases of this game. The first one being for the Game Boy Advance, and the second one being a remake of the same game on the PlayStation 2, just with 3D graphics instead of the two-dimensional ones that were in the Game Boy. So up until that point, the only two games that were released was Kingdom Hearts, and then the Game Boy version of Chain of Memories. Now at the time, it seemed really, really strange because Kingdom Hearts was a Sony product. It was one that Sony was not going to let their claws off of, right? But then they released it on a Nintendo console. And not just a Nintendo console, but a portable one. Where in this game, Kingdom Hearts, we had beautiful scenery, awesome graphics, and fantastic cutscenes with very decent voice acting, I have to say, for the PlayStation. To a game with 2D sprites and 32-bit animations, and while the cutscenes aren't anything particularly noteworthy today, they were a little bit impressive for the Game Boy at the time. So it seems to me that there's such a weird choice for this game, and honestly there are many things to criticize it for. However, taking it at surface value and putting it in the context of this was the only other Kingdom Hearts game before 2 and the loads of sequels came out, it's actually pretty enjoyable. So the point of the game, it's Sora, Goofy, and Donald climbing up Castle Oblivion, which you find out in later games. But it's his ascent from the beginning to the top. And what it is it's him remembering and forgetting his adventures in Kingdom Hearts 1. Because Kingdom Hearts 1 leaves on such a cliffhanger that it's actually this game that continues the story, not 2. And what's interesting enough is if you play Kingdom Hearts and then play Kingdom Hearts 2, like I did the first time without playing Chain of Memories, you're going to be really confused. And there's going to be a lot of crap and a lot of characters you're like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is this? What the hell is going on? And admittedly, yeah, it does get really confusing if you don't play Chain of Memories. But how does it hold up? Is it still worth a play today? Yeah, I would say so. It is a bit of a rehash of Kingdom Hearts 1 with some new mechanics. It's more of like a card game, kind of. But you have your character, Sora, and you still move and attack, but it's with cards against the Heartless and other bosses that you encounter through the game. And as you play through it, you collect cards, more stronger attacks, you get assist cards, what have you. So it's really building a deck as the game goes on. And my only criticism is that it's just such a weird setup, right? Because Kingdom Hearts 1 was, that pseudo-RPG style where it's more freeform, not turn-based. Whereas this one takes a kind of turn-based mechanic to it, and I thought that was kind of strange. Strange as it is, it's still a lot of fun, and it feels good to attack bad guys, it feels good to gain cards, and it's really exciting to level up. all the things that we've come to expect from a Kingdom Hearts game. Now, of course, after the release of Kingdom Hearts 2, there were a bunch of sequels that came out that were a lot better than Chain of Memories. Two to note are Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance for the 3DS. Those two are actually pretty enjoyable, and they feel more like the console game. And, however, I still gotta say, I wouldn't mind playing this one again. And I'm not even dissatisfied that I purchased it. I only wish that I bought it back then when it came out so I actually understood the story without having to look it up on Wikipedia or, you know, read it up or watch a YouTube video. Because there's a lot of key points in Chain of Memories that you need to understand 2 and beyond. Now I will say this. If given the choice between playing the Game Boy version and the PlayStation 2 version, I would honestly play the Game Boy version. The PlayStation 2 is just strange. It feels weird because it looks like Kingdom Hearts 1, sounds like it, and almost plays like it. Almost. Except for the fact that it's still a stupid card game. And the card game in the 3-dimensional perspective doesn't really work as well as it did with the 2-dimensional perspective. So, play the Game Boy version. If you want to watch the high-def cutscenes, I would just look them up on YouTube for the PlayStation 2. I really don't think it's that worthy of a replay. Not when there's a version of the game that's a little bit more user-friendly. Alright everyone, this has been another episode of Hidden Gems. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.